Welcome to this 11th video on the shortcut keys of Microsoft Excel. If you have not watched the other 10 videos, I will share it on the description. Today we are going to see a very important video of shortcut keys on formatting the cell, format cells. Okay, let us move on. For example, suppose I want to format a cell. Assume that I am going to enter a current date or I want to enter something. Let us put a current date here. You know the shortcut key for putting the current date. Last session we have seen what is a shortcut key. Control semicolon. When I press this and I want to place the cursor in the same cell, you can use the control enter will be the shortcut key. It gives the current date, but I want to change the format of this. I want to change the format. Yes. The shortcut key to go to the format cell is control 1, numerical 1. If you are using a normal desktop keys, there will be two available. One is the one which is on the number pad. Another one is the key which is available on the alphabetical pad. Use the key on the alphabetical pad. Control 1. Yes. Now it opens the format cells. Now it goes to the format cells. In the format cells, by default, my cursor will be on the first tab called as number. Suppose you want to go to the next tab, alignment, font, borders, fill and production. You can use the arrow keys. Arrow key to move from one tab to another tab. Left arrow or right arrow can be used. But suppose I am in the number tab here. I want to go to the next one, next box here, the category. So you can use the key called as tab. The tab key will move to the cursor from the number group to the next box here, the category. So I press the tab. It comes down here. Now I want to navigate within this box. Within this box, you can use up arrow and down arrow. Correct. Suppose I am going to the date format here. Under this, there are on the right hand side, there are various types of date format. I want to select any one of the date format. Now once again, I want to move from this category area to this type area. You can use the same tab key once again here. Same tab key, it will go to the next box here. And up as usual, upward and downward. So the tab is the key which will move from one box to another box. But if you want to go in the reverse order, then you can use the shift tab. Shift tab will go in the reverse. Tab will go to the forward one and the shift tab will go to the reverse. Okay. So we have seen the shortcut key is control 1 to format a cell. But sometimes I want to do some changes in my font. For example, I want to change the font style, font size, bold, italic, underline. Straight away I want to go to the font style here. So you can use another shortcut key, control shift F. Control shift F. What happens is, it straight away moves my cursor to the, it opens the format cell, but it goes to the straight away, it goes to the tab called as font. Okay, rather than pressing control 1 and 2 left arrow or right arrow or something, you have to go to the font. Instead, you can use control shift F, which will straight away move to the font dialog box. Okay, now let us see the other shortcut keys. For example, I'll go to the column called as quantity. In this column of quantity, you can see there are some numbers available where I can see some decimal places are. I want to remove the decimal places. I want to display only the numbers. So let me select the column. I'm selecting the column. The shortcut key for removing the decimal places. The key below escape. Key below escape. Above the tab key. Below escape, above the tab. And left hand side of 1. Why I'm saying everything is, most of the time we didn't use this key. Tilde. Similar to a wave symbol, the tilde. Hold the control key and shift key. Be careful, you have to hold control shift. Don't hold only control because people are making some mistake on that. They are holding only control. Don't do that. Control shift and the tilde key, which will remove the decimal places. Super, right? Now I have some numbers. I want to get the decimal places back. If I want the decimal places, I want the two decimal places. I want to get the decimal places. You can use another shortcut key, control shift 1. Of course, immediately means you can use control Z, but later part I want to get the decimal places back. So control shift 1 will be the shortcut key for getting back the decimal points. So if you want the decimal points back, you can press control shift 1. If you want to remove the decimal places, you can press control shift tilde. Remember, the decimal places you should have only zeros. If you have some other values other than 0, dot, some other values, then the control shift tilde may not work. The control shift tilde will work only we have the decimal places as zeros. Okay. Next, let us come to the next column, time. These are all various time format. When you download some data from some other tool, this may happen. You will get it in a number format. This I want to convert into a time format. So Control Shift 2. Control Shift 2 is the shortcut key for turning into the time format. In my system, I am getting AM and PM. This is basically your default system settings of your day. Some system you may get AM, some system you may get without AM and PM also, right? It's based on your system settings, system control panel settings. So Control Shift 2 is the time format. Then I want to convert this into a date format, default date format. Manually Control 1 and you can change it, but I want the default date format. So let me select the column and I press Control Shift 3. Control Shift 3, which will turn into the default date format. Control Shift 3. And let us come to the next one, rate. Here rate, I want it as a currency format. Select the column again and you can use the shortcut key. It's very simple to remember the shortcut key also. Above 4, what is there above 4 is dollar. You know dollar represents currency, correct? Control Shift 4, currency format. And this currency format once again may vary based on your system settings. My system settings is in a INR format, so I am getting the rupee for yen. If your system settings in USD format, you will be getting a dollar or anything. If you want to change that, once again you can press Control 1 and you can go here, go to the number. Under number, you can see that symbols are available. So here you will get various sorts of symbols. Other symbols like dollars, INR, Russian symbols, and all types of symbols are euro currencies. Everything is available. You can select it. By default, it will show you the default currency format available on your system. So Control Shift. So now here I want it as this one. I want it as a percentage format. This should be as a percentage format. This is also very easy to remember for percentage format. Where is that percentage? Is above 5 on your keyboard. So Control Shift 5, which will turn into the percentage format. Correct? Control Shift 5. Now assume I have a bigger value here. For example, in some other cell, let me delete the date now. And some other cell I have a bigger value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have the bigger value. But I want to display this in a scientific format. Scientific number format. Then we can use the shortcut key Control Shift 6. So it shows that exponential in a scientific format. When you have a very bigger value, I want to display it in a scientific format. Then you can go for this Control Shift 6. Okay. Now assume this entire table. I want to put a border for this outline border for this entire table. Outline border for this entire table. So Control Shift 7 is the shortcut key for applying the borders. Now you can see the surrounding the table, the borders are applied here. Surrounding the table, the entire table, surrounding the table, top, bottom, left, right, everywhere. If you insert it and check there, you can see that. So top, bottom, you can see the borders is inserted here. On the top of the table, on the bottom of the table, right of the table, the border is displayed here. Correct? Control Shift 7. If you don't want this border, I want to remove the borders now. So then we can use the shortcut key Control Shift underscore. That next to 0, you can see that underscore is available. Control Shift underscore will remove that borders. You can see the borders are removed here. Correct. Now let me select the heading. Heading, I want it in a bolder format. This is very easy. This is a common shortcut key. We can use it in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Control B for applying bolder. If you don't want the bolder, once again you can press the same Control B. And if you want to put an italic means the slanting one, italic. Control I will go for italics. And once again the same Control I will remove italics. So Control B is for bold and Control I is for italics. The first letter of it. Same thing for underline also. Control U will underline the text. Same Control U will remove the underline. But there is one more thing called as strike through. You can strike through a text, correct? In between you can have the strike through. The shortcut key for strike through, unfortunately you cannot use Control S, the first letter, because Control S is used for saving. So somewhat similar to yes, you have one more thing here. Correct? What is that? Phi. Phi is somewhat similar to yes. So you can remember that. Control Phi is a shortcut key for strike through. You can see there is a strike through happening here. You can see the strike through, right? So to remove the strike through, same Control Phi. So Control Phi is the shortcut key for giving a strike through, applying the strike through and remove the strike through. So for example, I have applied first cell I'm selecting and I'm pressing Control V. I have applied the bold here. Next cell also I want to apply the same Control V one more time. Same Control V. Instead of pressing Control V, you can press F4, which will repeat the last formatting option. Last formatting action, which is the last formatting action you did it. I have bolded it. Now I press F4, same bold as happened here. Correct? So last formatting option. What is the last formatting option you have did that will be applied to the next part. F4. Function F4. For example, if you go to the quantity column, assume I'm putting Control I italics. So I want to do the same italics for the next column also. So F4. F4 multiple times you can use it. For date also I want the same thing. F4. Or you can select everything and you can press F4 also. Okay. F4 will read the last formatting option. Okay. Right. So we have learned some shortcut keys of formatting the cells. As I told, please keep on practicing this. All the shortcut keys which I told available in description. The link is, you can download the link and the exercise file is also available on the link. You can download it and practice it. Practice, practice and practice. See you in the next video.